best girl, Alika. Number 1, love her. Number 2 best girl in the whole show, Killua. Meowdy, y'all. So tonight I will be doing my top 10 antagonists from the anime Hunter x Hunter. I have not read the manga. I don't plan on reading the manga. So this is just about the anime. Spoilers. So yeah, this is my top 10 antagonists. We're going to rank them based on look, personality, and vibe, how much I like them, their power level, and then just like how relevant they are to the plot, what their personal story arc is. And yeah, this is all completely subjective and 100% factual. So with that, let's begin. All right, starting with number 10, we have Shia Poof, aka Poof. So, number 1, looks, personality, and vibe. Love his look. I love his silhouette. Something that I like to pay attention to in animated media is the silhouette of a character. And Shia Poof has a really good one. If we were to, who's that Pokemon? I could point him out. I love his personality. Not like I love it like he's a good person, but I think his growth, where he starts out very like, he's the calm and level-headed one. And then throughout the arc, he becomes the least calm and level-headed one. I really enjoy that about his character. And personality, you know, he's like a chill dude. I love the like playing the violin, and I love his devotion to Meruem. Number 2, power. He's got a really solid power, we can assume, because he's part of the Royal Guard. But we never like really see him have a big like just beat down. You know, we don't see him just like absolutely punch someone to the ground or anything. But we do see him outsmart moral, which says a lot. And if you can outsmart your opponent, you don't really need to outbeef them. And the other thing he does, with the like mind control thing for the masses with his wings, like the flakes on his wings, that's like pretty fucking dope. And then yeah, just like his relevance to the plot, I really enjoy that he has his own autonomy. He makes decisions independent of where the plot should be going and independent of other people's actions. He, has his own autonomy. He makes decisions that he believes are in Meruem's best interest, but Meruem doesn't believe are in his best interest, but like OG Meruem definitely would have, but like, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean towards the end. So yeah, all that together puts Poof number 10. Number 9. So, from the Greed Island arc, Razor. I love Razor so much as a character. I love his vibe. I love his look. I love his just like chill, down to earthness. I love how much he like respects the game, respects the opponent, you know? And God, I just love that so much. I love the whole, he's a murderer. He's on death row. I assume he like murdered people. But the fact that he was on death row and like, so he had a rough childhood and then became a criminal and then like was on death row, and then Gene kind of gave him this like second chance almost, in a way. You know, sure, it is on Greed Island, but I mean, he gets to live, so it's a second chance. I feel like I just kind of think, I imagine him as like, over the years he like drinks tea and reflects on his past actions, and really grows and develops as a person. And he like doesn't like forgive himself because he's like an actually good dude by this point. But, you know, understands in circumstance and respects what happened and what he did and where he's at now and all that. But yeah, so I love Razor. I also do consider him an antagonist because, I mean, he directly went against the movement of the plot. Like, he slowed them down. And so, yeah, he's definitely an antagonist in my book. I want to defend him because this is a very technicality on my part. I just really like razors. I'm defending putting him on this list because I like him. At the end of the day, he's on this list because I like him. I also really enjoy and respect how much he... I know Jean told him to, but I feel like he wouldn't have done it anyway. But where he didn't hold back on Gon and the group. He like really let them have it all. And I really enjoy someone who respects the battle for the battle. And I also really enjoy that I love a good guy that's like respectful of the battle, and even if he loses that battle, he's still just like happy and proud for the other person. I think that's just like a really good trait, and I like that in people. It's like whenever you're playing League and you win, but then the loser says GG. I assume people do that in League. Okay. Yeah, that happens in League. What's a game where that like happens? Because League is like toxic, right? Yeah, okay. Well, so if League wasn't so toxic, then yeah, you see what I mean. Yeah, yeah. So if you play League, maybe, you know, send a GG if you lose. So, what does WP mean? Oh, well played. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, Razor is definitely GGWP. I love and respect him for that. I also just like love his vibe. I want to like sit down on the beach and have a beer with him after he like hands me my fucking ass in dodgeball. And he's also well, that's all I have to say about Razor apparently. Sorry, not sorry about that. Our beautiful little kitty Lydia decided she wanted to be part of the shot. So if it looks a little like if the shot is not the same as it was earlier, yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, with that, number 8, feitan. So, feitan. Oh my god, number 1, the look, the vibe. Fucking dude. I love like that sad emo boy that's like too cool to talk to anyone, that like has a couple of swords and is like moody and edgy and is like an over-the-top edgelord. Love it. Oh my god, keep doing it. Feitan fucking nails it. Just like someone else I know. It's So, yeah, his aesthetic is a total trope. The moody, edgy boy we see constantly in media, especially anime. But, I mean, it's a trope for a reason. It's fun. It's cool. And I... She's back. I also think it's fun and cool. And we also see that he is really powerful. We really get to see him with the sun move, the name of which is Sunburst. The name of which is Sunburst, which I know isn't right, but we're going to roll with it. We just get to see that he is really powerful and really fast, and I really respect and enjoy that, especially in a world where a lot of the characters are really powerful and really fast. If you're able to stand a cut above the rest to where it like catches my attention, to where I haven't watched this show in a few months and I'm like, oh, who do I need to put on the list? Oh, definitely feitan. Like, that says something, not only about his power, but also about the impact he had on me as a character. He also acts like Poof, where he doesn't necessarily go against Krillow's wishes, but he acts independently. He has his own thoughts and opinions of how things should be run and what to do instead of just like, I don't know, cookie cutter following the plot, which I feel like you see a lot in most media, but especially anime, where, oh, so-and-so's not here. This and this and this must have happened, so I should go there, instead of just like, oh, they're not there? Nah, they're probably running late. I'm going to keep going ahead with the plan. You know what I mean? So I really enjoy that. The other thing I really like about Feitan is just like, let me have a bad guy. This dude is a villain and he is villainous. Buddy Boy is down with the torture. He's just a bad dude. And I really enjoy that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a villain with a heart of gold, or like a razor, like with a tragic backstory. And so like, who's at fault there? Like, you know what I mean? Where there's like all this like moral ambiguity. I really enjoy someone who's like, nah, man, I'm just evil. And that's the long and short of it. And, you know, sure, like, there's less character depth, but I mean, when there's so many characters, like, sometimes you gotta. And so, yeah, I really enjoy Phaeton as a character. I think he's super powerful. I think he's super cool, and I think he deserves a spot at number 8.
He thought he talks, though.
Yeah, he talks like a bitch. All right, that brings us to number 7. And number 7 is where I really start to take a lot of liberties with how I am constructing this list. So number 7, I am calling the Zoldyck Estate. Allow me to explain. This does not include best girl, Alika. Number 1, love her. Number 2 best girl in the whole show, Killua. Or Illumi, because, spoiler, he shows up in this list later on. And it does also include the butlers, specifically Canary and Goto. So basically, this one is like Daddy Zoldyck, Pappy Zoldyck, Mama Zoldyck, Computer Nerd Zoldyck, Canary and Goto. Number 7. So, first of all, let me explain why I consider them antagonists. They drive the plot, all the characters drive the plot with their opposition to the main characters. Specifically, like, capturing, hostaging, but also he was there voluntarily, he could break out anytime. Whatever, like, keeping Killua with them away from Gon drives the plot. Torturing one of the main characters, Killua, I feel like that considers you an antagonist. And also, I just have a lot of respect for how powerful they are, and so want to put them on this list because I like them. Which I feel like is valid. So yeah, all that, this is what we're talking about, number 7. So first of all, the style, the aesthetic, the je ne sais quoi of the Zoldyck Estate. First of all, butlers, tight fits, love their attitude, love their, like, you know what I mean? And, all right, Daddy Zoldyck. First of all, babe. Second of all, babe. Third of all, super ripped. Fourth of all, babe. Yeah, I don't know what it is about him, but just the like long hair and the super ripped and the like outfit, like primo, love it. Pappy Zoldyck, I love in anime. You see it all the time. Again, it's another trope that I love, and it's a trope for a reason. Feeble, old man or woman, but like is also the most powerful person in the entire show. We'll get to that. Yeah, right. Exactly. That's honestly what I was thinking. Was like, yeah. Kyle just said, shout out to Genkai, and yeah, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, Daddy Zoldyck, fucking Daddy Zoldyck, Pappy Zoldyck, will beat your ass into the ground. Mama Zoldyck with the like, she has like the visor, like the hat, and like the dress. Like for some reason, I legit thought she was like a cyborg for whatever reason. Did you get that vibe? Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So that wasn't like, I don't know what it was about her. But again, one of those things where it's like, ooh, mysterious, intrigue. I want to know more. We're not telling you more. I respect that. You know, like, just into it. So, also, fuck computer nerd. So, with all of that, another reason they're on this list is just the like sheer raw power, talent, just like obliteration, decimation, destruction of Daddy and Pappy Zoldyck. I just like, I honestly don't even know what to say. You've seen the show. Straight up, the battle with Krollo.
Dragon Wing.
Yeah. Okay, so both of them. Yeah, the battle with Krollo where Pappy like holds him down with that like purple dragon, and then like Daddy has like the two like giant like fucking orbs, and he just like nails him. Which like number one, props to Krollo for even surviving. We'll get to that later. But then also the dragon rain. What did you call it? It's dragon rain. Dragon falling stars. One of those. You know what I'm talking about. Over the castle, which is just like OP. Oh my god, it is just like insanely powerful and cool, and I love it. And that's why they're on this list. So, yeah, the power, the fits, the antagonism to the plot, however minimal it may be. I consider them antagonists. Fight me. So, number 6, Krollo. Number 1, aesthetic, the vibe. This motherfucker really showed up with an upside down cross on his forehead. It works 10 out of 10. This dude showed up in a trench coat, fuzzy trench coat, poofed out. It works 10 out of 10. Enough BDSM straps to please insert professional BDSMer here. We don't know any, but that person, she or he, they're pleased with the amount of straps. Titties. Out. 10 out of 10. It works. Like, just Krollo's whole, like, fit, his whole vibe. Like, God, dude, just fuck me up, please. So, on top of that, we also have his personality, where he is able to keep a bunch of killers from killing each other, for the most part. And, like, you gotta be smart. You gotta be able to corral and control these people. You gotta be, like, on your A game. And I just have a lot of respect for that, because quite frankly, if I had to deal with Hisoka, I wouldn't deal with Hisoka. And beyond that, his power. Buddy Boy's crazy powerful. The whole like Death Note question mark book, not quite sure how that works with like the capturing and the deaths of the characters, but either way, he gets other characters' powers is insanely OP that he can just pull out whenever he wants, is just so incredibly cool, and I love that. Even further, obviously it would have been McMurked in the end, but held his own against Daddy and Pappy Zoldyck for as long as he did. Like, incredible. And of course, he would have died. Like, he would have died. But the fact that he lasted as long as he did and took two of those like gigantic like energy blast ball things from Daddy Zoldyck and lived to tell the tale alone is incredible. And then final point about Krollo, this bad bitch. Got his fortune told. Fortune was like, you're going to hit rock bottom. When you hit rock bottom, go east. Just like the most vague shit as possible. Buddy boy hit rock bottom. No nen, no friends, all alone, abandoned on this plateau in the middle of like the desert, like no resources. Screwed to all shit. And what does this motherfucking do? Guess I'll go east then. Love it. Respect it. Number 6, Crollo. Number 5, Illumi. Illumi Zoldyck. Okay. So I really want to begin this by saying, in the beginning, where he had the pins in his neck or head, all around. He had the pins all around, and he was that, like, weird fucking dude. Legit, like, I felt like I was living on a fault line. I was so shook. No, but for real, like, that character, like, legit, I think he had, like, his own name, but whatever. That character, like, legit unnerved me and, like, was unsettling. Like, I was immediately, like, sus and just, like, oh, this guy's bad news. This guy, way too strong. You know, I just, like, I was nervous for what was going to happen in the future with that character. And goddamn did it deliver with Illumi. So, number 1, fit. It's fine. It's cool, but it's not, like, special or anything. Love the hair, but those eyes. It's like in Jaws, where it's like, you ever seen a shark's eyes? Kind of like dog's eyes. Like that, but also like a corpse. I don't know, man. Those eyes are just like haunting. Like they are unsettling. I'm trying to think of like what makes you anxious. Like anxiousifying. Is there a word for that? Yeah, I don't want to say it. Okay, like unsettling and unnerving and making more anxious. Is there a word for that? Comment down below. Yeah, it's not coming to me. He gave me the heebie-jeebies. But for real, Illumi. So, power, fit, personality, whatever. Like he's the antagonist, but power. He's friends with Hisoka. Buddy boys with Hisoka. And I think they like mention how they believe their end will be fighting each other. Like at some point they're destined to like fight each other to the death, right? It's like the vibe you got. They're frenemies. Who the fuck is frenemies with Hisoka? That in and of itself is intimidating. Just one of those, he has a presence where we don't necessarily see him like give the beat down on anyone, right? Yeah, I can't really recall any like instance where we see someone like put you in the ground beat down, but we know it's there because Hisoka talks to him. I wouldn't necessarily say like respects him like as an equal or anything, but like they're cordial. And to get that from, again, Hisoka, like, oh my god. So, and I mean, he's one of the Zoldycks. Like, he doesn't need to beat anyone into the ground. We don't need to see him beating someone into the ground because we know he does that, like, in his free time. So, yeah. I also really enjoy his arc, his opposition to the main characters. Just, he's a good character where, like, he cares about Killua, but, like, too much, like, in a weird way. The whole pin in Killua's head for, like, ever is fucking insane, but it's, like, so he doesn't take battles, he can't win, but also, like, mind control, but also, like, it's, like, loving someone in a bad way, obsessing over someone in a bad way, kind of like in Misery, you know? Like, That's my vibe from Illumi. I also just want to say, maybe I'll include this or not, but it's like that Arrested Development meme where Lucille is like, I love all my children equally. Illumi's like that, where Illumi's like, I love all my family equally. Cut to later. I don't really care for Alika. I I just love that, how like seriously he takes family and devotion to family. Except Alika, who like is family, but he like was like, no, not family because I said so. And immediately just like writes her off. What a dude. What a fucking dude. Illumi, you got your spot at number 5. Number 4, Neferpito, aka Pito. Oh, Lord, where do I begin? Number 1, gender, sexuality. I watch the dubs, and they refer to Pito as he, him. But then, like, he has titties and looks like a girl. Like, I thought Pito was a girl until they said he, him. But then I was on the wiki, and they refer to them as they, them. So here's the deal. In this household, we respect pronouns. Except for anime. So, Pito, number 1, the look, the vibe. Oh my god. This bitch showing up, got that like cute cat like Boston accent. Hey ma, there's a weird fucking cat outside. Fucking blink, motherfucker. There's a weird cat. Ma! Oh my god.
Not bad, actually.
You know the meme? That's Neferpito. Okay. But for real, like, I honestly love the fit and the vibe. It's not extremely distinguished and it's not extremely special. There's no like Crollo like titties out fluff. But like, it's a mood. It's a look. It's good. I'm into it. So, beyond that though, the power. Oh my god, the power. The power and the smarts. Neferpito, like, legitimately made me nervous whenever they were on screen. I just, like, I was nervous because of how powerful they were. I knew if any of our protagonists encountered Neferpito, they would just be decimated immediately. The aura alone was unsettling and nerve-wracking for me. Just like, I think it's called N. The N alone, just like unsettling and nerve-wracking just because like so fucking powerful. And then, oh my god, her like debut where she just fucking McMurks Kite was insane. So for real, happy-go-lucky, this is Kite, friend of your dad, blah, 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 blah. Arm chopped, gone. Oh, we're getting there. I, like, for real, like, so, like, he lost the arm, and I was just like, oh, damn, like, shit's getting real. But, like, it's anime, like, he'll probably get the arm back, but, like, maybe he doesn't. But, like, he'll be fine. You know what I mean? And then the head, Kite's head just got fucking chopped off. And I was like, oh, damn, this is really real, but, like, it's anime, so, like, they'll have some, like, weird workaround where, like, you know, they gotta go to the Shadow Realm or whatever, you know? Like, who stays dead in anime? You know? I, like, you know, Neferpito was, like, playing with Kite's head, and I wanted to be, like, one of those things where, like, oh, psych, turns out, like, Kite is, like, a shadow puppet or some shit. But no, dude, like, that really happened. And that really happened so fucking fast. And Kite is a friend of Jing. So, like, we kind of know he's, like, super powerful. And I just, like, awe. Awe, awesome power, shock and awe, just, like, decimating. I really love Pito as a character because, like, Pito, I feel like there's all these characters that have been on this list are like, damn, they're so powerful. Damn, they're so powerful. Damn, they're so powerful. And they're like A class, and Pito and above, I feel like brings us to the S class. You know? I feel like that's fair. And just so incredible. I also love Dr. Blythe. Dr. Blythe is super overpowered. Love that. And I love, like, how smart she is with, like, her whole arc of healing Komagi. But, like, she planned ahead, and, like, Komagi's already healed, like, an hour early. But then, like, Goen, like, still knows. And, like, God, dude, just, like, the respect for the power alone is just, like, incredible. And she's so smart. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Like, I genuinely feared for their planned assault on the castle. Yeah, I'm gonna say compound. I was thinking castle, but it's like a compound. Their assault on the compound because of what Pito would do. Like, legit, that was like my, like, anxiety, my flaw. Oh my God, yeah. Whenever she sent her aura down the stairs. Like, for real, who was it that hid behind the stairs? I think it was the octopus guy. Octopus guy and chameleon guy holding his breath. And, like, chameleon guy, what was his name? Mayorio? Whatever. Him, also, like, super OP. Well, not super OP, but, like, I love him. I thought he was a great character. Shout out to that guy and Octopus guy. But, like, whenever she would send her aura down the stairs, like, for real, I feel like it surpassed aura and became more like a miasma. Whatever. Miasma. I thought it was miasma, but then I doubted myself and said miasma. Anyways, like, it was unsettling and unnerving, just like Illumi's, like, fucking bolt-headed dude, where it's just like, on screen. Like, yeah, tons of props, tons of respect. Deserves he, her, their spot at number 4. So now I get to our top 3, but before I announce our top 3, I want to do our honorable mention and our dishonorable mention. Honorable mention is Uvagin. I feel like it's Uvagin. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, Uvagin, who just, like, so OP. Oh my God. That punch into the ground while his other arm is in the ground and he just obliterates is incredible. But we also don't know that much about him. You know, we don't see that much of his character. And, like, it's not his fault, but, like, Kurapika showed up to that fight with a fucking shovel for a fucking reason. Put that bitch in the ground. Like, one of those things I've, like, heard, seen, / did a little bit of Googling before I shot this video. And I know some people are, like, there's, like, an argument over, like, whether or not Uvagin got, like, put into the ground. Don't burn your whiskers. Like, too soon or too fast. I disagree. I think Kurapika is just, like, that's super OP whenever it comes to the Phantom Troop. Am I a little bit bummed about it because I want to see more of him? Yeah. But also, like, I mean, Kurapika showing up to a fight with a fucking shovel. Like, you know, like, name a better, like, power move. So there's that. That's our honorable mention. Our dishonorable mention is Genthru. I actually had Genthru at my number 10 on the list instead of Poof. But then Kyle, my boyfriend, brought up a really good point, which is fuck Genthru, he's a piece of shit. And I mean, I can't argue with that. Like, yeah, solid point. Fuck you. Dishonorable mention, fucking Genthru. So yeah, our top 3. Number 3. It's Meruem. I feel bad speaking to his power and bad bitchness because there's nothing I can personally say verbally with my words and vocabulary that I feel like does justice to his entire amount of power and fucking beatdown. His battle with Netero, number 1, top 10 anime battles of all time. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You know what I'm talking about. Go and rewatch it just like for your own peace of mind because it's so fucking good. But yeah, the fact that he battled Netero and survived, you know what I mean, like, is incredible, insane. Buddy Boy's just so powerful. The fact that, like, they're not even able to approach the compound without, like, feeling his own, like, aura, miasma. Like, oh my gosh. Just, like, so much respect for that. Fit and look and personality. Honestly, his personal, like, outfit and his personal look is all right, but what it really is very militant, and it's not like super special, again, like Crollo. But what it is, his outfit portrays more of his personality, and I think that's really, really important. And I also just like love his arc. We all know why he's on this list. The ending. Meruem and Komagi. I legit cried whenever I watched that. Not only because I'm an easy crier, dude. I feel bad because Meruem is so powerful and has such a good arc that, like, I want to say more about him, but also, like, it's Meruem. You know what I mean. You know? So, like, yeah. I'm sorry I don't have more to say about him. But I don't have more to say about him because, like, it's fucking Meruem. And you know what I mean. Number 3. Number 2. It's the boy himself, Hisakamoro. We all knew this was coming. Of course. How could it not? How could the list not basically end with Hisoka? He's at the top 10. He's at the top of every list that's ever been created for Hunter x Hunter. He's the specific reason why I started calling it, whenever I created this list, he's the reason why I said antagonists instead of villains. Because it's Hisa motherfucking Moro. Okay, so number 1. Fit, look, vibe. As soon as he showed up on screen. Number 1, like, you know how, like, in anime, it's like, oh, look at these 12 normal dudes and this one person who's, like, crazy Jack with, like, pink hair and blah, blah, blah. I wonder who the villain could possibly be. You know, like, we knew he was going to be a main character from the beginning. We knew he was going to be involved in the plot from the beginning. Like, for real, just, like, his look is so distinct. It's so cool. It's, like, he just exudes, like, fuck with me, bitch power. Like, I knew this guy was a bad bitch, like, as soon as I saw him on screen. Especially, like, whenever you see someone who's, like, too calm, cool, and collected in the anime, yeah, either that person gets put in the ground in the next 30 seconds or that person is going to be showing up for the next 30 episodes. And Hisoka delivers. So fit, vibe, personality, just like 10 out of 10. I really love and respect two things regarding his personality. Number one, Buddy Boy is just looking for the best fight. He wants to be the very best that no one ever was. But really, like, he just like wants to like fight and have a good fight. And I really respect that. I really enjoy that in a character where his desire is very clear, but it's also not quite clear how he's going to go about that, especially regarding like his role in the Phantom Troop and all of that. Like, he's both transparent and yet mysterious. I love that. Jumping off of that, my point two regarding Hisoka that I really love is also what I really enjoy about Razor, where Hisoka refused to let Gon and Killua pass on to the 200th floor? 200th floor of Heaven's Arena without knowing Nen. Like, number one, again, it was super unsettling where they're like, we can't pass, what's going on? Because, like, Nen hadn't been introduced. Like, again, crazy OP. But the fact that he was like, he wasn't willing to let them pass because, like, Nen is used to be on the 200th floor, but also because, like, he knew they could learn and train and do better and actually be willing and capable adversaries as opposed to, like, how they were now. He saw the potential, recognized the potential, appreciated the potential, and wanted to, like, further their growth. How they went about it and their reaction to it, Razor versus Hisoka, very different. But, again, that's something I just really appreciate and respect. And, God, dude, like, I can make a whole video about his position in the story and his decisions and actions and how they affect the plot and how they affect, you know, the feelings that then affect the plot and just like, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Like, protagonist, antagonist, neutral, blah, blah, blah. I'm calling him an antagonist because it's Hisoka motherfucking Moro and I want him on this list. And I feel like I don't need to justify why I call him an antagonist. I feel like it could be argued against that different ways, but like, he's an antagonist. And like, I love him. Like, he's such a good character. Like, whenever he's on screen, I'm just like, oh, what's going on now? Hisoka Moro, spot number 3, deserved, OP, love him. Like, ugh, it's Hisoka. All right, you guys. That brings us to number 1. This is going to be controversial and a hot take, but I believe it is the right take and the most correct take. The biggest antagonist of Hunter x Hunter is Gene Freaks. Hear me out. How dare you? How dare you abandon Gon? Like, we get it. You're a piece of shit dad. And so, like, it's honestly probably for the best that you, like, weren't in his life. But you, are such a bad person. I'm trying not to, like, curse, like, a sailor for the next, like, 2.5 minutes, which is what I really want to do. But seriously, fuck that guy. Number 1, fit. You're supposed to be a boar. You were, like, barely... I thought he was a badger, first of all. I thought he was, like, the badger, not the boar. And he didn't even do that well. And then finding out he's the boar, weak fit, your hat turban thing with the, like, hair sticking out is not cute. It's awful. Fuck you for that. Ugh. Number 2. I think we all know and realize and appreciate that Gon's real father is Leorio, who, like, I just want to give a big shout out to because I want to marry him. Anyways, I also believe he's an antagonist. He's like kind of the driving factor of the entire story, which is he's trying to meet up with his father. And then, oh my God, I was so salty whenever Gon and Killua and company beat Greed Island. But then he was like, oh yeah, I also want to like you to meet my dad because I love you and you're like my bro. So come meet my dad with me. But Gene like set it up so that like no, if he wants to bring a friend, fuck that guy. I don't want him to like meet me. It's like, oh my God, fuck you. You're a huge ass bitch. But you're also like super powerful. Also, we like never even see him do anything crazy OP. So it's like, Gene who? Because for all I know, Gon, marrow him. Oh wait, there's the whole tree thing. Yeah, fuck you, Gene. Fuck you. You're number one, but in a bad way. With that, that concludes tonight's video. Summation, fuck Gene. Leorio is best. Kurapika is best. Killua is best. Plus, Hizuka has bungee gum. It has the properties of both rubber and gum. So, it's the same kind of stand as Star Platinum.